Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Yes, we have a quorum in the attendance of the following. Attorney Mark Jones para Vice Chairperson, Slyda L. Martinez, Vice Chairperson attending via Zoom, Engineer Elvis R. Madavia, Attorney Primo Elvin L. Sujano, represented by Sir Russell R. Bobadilla, and Point Manager Mildred Padilla from PMO Abusan attending via Zoom. We have in attendance as well the head and members of the Secretariat and the head and members of the Technical Working Group. On the part of the prospective leaders, we have representatives from Adfield Corporation, Attorney Audie Bernabe, from the joint venture of HCHI and ZC, Attorney Johnson F. Bernardo, from PCBSI Port Terminal Management Incorporated, we have Ms. Wendy Sonza and Attorney Marcos Lauron. From Mega Lifters Cargo Handling Corporation, we have Mr. Raymond Alarcon.
Thank you. Kasi for going to share declares that there's a form which is PTMC number 030-2021 comes to order.
We have a lone item in our agenda, Mr. Chair, and that is the third conference of the Port Terminal Management Contract to Port of Messi.
Thank you. Let's the questions. This is a sole item for agenda. The previous conference,
For the Port Terminal Management Contract to Port of Messi, the project was advertised last September 5, 2021 in the Manila Times, was posted on the PPA website and at a conspicuous place in PPA head office and port subject of the PPA. The concession period for the project shall be 15 years with a minimum concession fee of 621,078,706 pesos and 24 centavos, exclusive of all taxes. May we now inquire from the representative of Adfield Corporation if they have questions regarding the bid documents.
Okay, is there a representative of Adfield Corporation?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Attorney Bernardo.
Okay, can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, good afternoon, Your Honor. Your Honor, we have submitted a written questionnaire this morning. Two questions, actually. I think it's in your office right now.
Are you adopting those questions now, or we will answer it now, or do you want us to respond to you in writing?
We prepare it to be in writing, Your Honor. If that would be okay, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Madam Secretary, you instructed to
thank you, Your Honor.
Response to Adfield Corporation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
May we call the representative from the joint venture of HCHI and ZC, Attorney Johnson Bernardo, if they have questions regarding the bid documents.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the BAC. The joint venture does not have questions at the moment, but we will send written questions if needed on or before September 17.
Thank you. Next.
Representative of PCBSI Port Terminal Management Incorporated, may we ask if they have questions regarding the bid documents?
Where is PCBSI? PCBSI, any questions?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
We have a few questions.
Okay.
For the Port of Nasipit.
Proceed.
Number one, are there ancillary services being rendered currently at the Port of Nasipit?
PM, can you answer the question?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, there are. Some of these are tracking, waste collection. We have porterage, pilotage, bunkering.
Okay.
Okay. Those are some of the ancillary services being rendered by the third-party service provider. Thank you.
Okay, PCBSI.
Thank you, PM Mildred. Can we be provided on the complete ancillary services being rendered at the Port of Nasipit?
In writing or
In writing po.
okay, PM will prepare a please forward to the secretariat regarding this, which we can provide PCB assignment.
Okay. So next question for that are those ancillary services considered in the computation of the minimum concession fee?
Technical working group and or PMO.
Sir, good afternoon.
Yes, Kathy.
Sir, for the computation of the minimum concession fee, the included lang po sa concession fee natin is yung porterage because currently we are receiving government share for the provision of porterage services and then for the waste management reception facility then, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Cathy.
Okay.
How about ano po, PM Mildred? Are there any parking services being rendered currently at the port of Nasipit?
Mr. Chair, may I answer?
Yes, Mr. Swan.
Okay. No, there are no parking services provided at the port of Nasipit currently. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, PM. Mr. Chair, another question. Are there areas currently being leased at the port of Nasipit?
Can you repeat that? Areas being
Leased.
east of
Yes, sir. Leased
Yeah.
out.
Mr. Chair, there are.
okay.
Okay. So, are these areas included in the computation of the minimum concession fee?
Mr. Chair, we follow the template provided by the management, and it is included.
Okay.
The areas currently.
The operational area which is covered by the PTMC which we are building up now, right? Take note of that.
Oh, okay, sir. Another one po, Mr. Chair, for clarification.
Yes.
What will trigger application of the variable fee?
In general or for a particular term? So are you asking in general or are you asking for a particular service which is being offered under the
In general, attorney. In general, Mr. Chair.
technical working group?
Mr. Chair, for the determination of the variable fee as written in the terms of reference po, first is yung magti-trigger is if the current volume exceeded the volume threshold by 10%.
Okay.
So the excess of the 10% will now be subject to a 60% variable fee.
Okay, thank you, Kathy.
And, you know,
Thank you. PCBSI.
Mr. Chair, how about the when will the variable fee be kailan matitrigger yung variable fee para sa mga ancillary services?
Technical working group?
for ancillary services, sir, we don't collect variable fee, but because
Okay.
currently, sir, ancillary services are only collected permit fee and accreditation fee for the services, for the type of service.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that, Ms. Cathy, Mr. Chair. Last question will be, kanina po nabanggit na yung mga areas for lease is na nilelease out currently is included in the computation of the minimum concession fee. Dun po sa Port Land Use Scheme na naka-attach sa ating TOR, yung PTB area is included as part ng PPA operational area. Isn't this supposed to be part of the concession area if it's included in the computation of the minimum concession fee, which should be managed and operated by the PTMO?
Can you repeat that? Ang PTV area based on the land use plan is what? Can you repeat that?
PPA operational area. It's in the shaded yellow.
Area which is turned over to the PM and to the concessionaire.
Yes, yes.
Technical review. Why is the meeting part of the operational area and still part of the PPA operational area?
Mr. Chair, may I answer?
Sige, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, President.
Mr. Chair, may I answer po?
Yes, you can proceed.
Okay. Ma'am, if you look at the plus, the areas shaded in yellow are the Port Operations Building, the Port Integrated Clearing Office, the area occupied by the Philippine Coast Guard, and the area occupied by our Port Police Division. The passenger terminal building is for the concessionaire.
Okay, ma'am. So, siguro ma'am, kung okay lang po, manghihingi na lang po kami ng medyo mas high resolution na Port Land Use Scheme.
Okay, so that's the part,
Yeah,
the land use scheme attached as annexed.
So, it's the
Here.
concession area.
Okay.
It's included in the concession area. Thank you so much, PM. That's all po,
Thank you.
Mr. Chair. Thank you po.
So, it is attached to PCBSI. So, yun ang po yung copy ng land use, yung posted yan.
Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Yan ang copy plus, print out niyo yung posted.
Again, sorry po, Mr. Chair.
Yung copy niyo ng TOR, is that a purchase copy or a downloaded copy?
Downloaded po.
Okay. So, secretary, yung copy sa, kasi PDF lang.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. We still have questions in written questions. We will send na lang po before September 17.
Secretary, Arms Molina for all prospective bidders, get a hire and get an image copy of the plus and send it to all bidders who are attending now. And i-attach mo din siguro sa pag-pinost natin yung clear copy. Okay. PCBSI, for those the questions we should be raising now. No other questions, PCBSI? No further questions. So, yun na yung ngayon. If you have further questions, just send it in writing. Correct?
Sorry, Mr. Chair. It's not clear po.
Okay, wala na kayong tatanong ngayon.
Wala na po. Written questions na lang po. Yung iba.
Thank you. Dr. Raya.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair.
Let me now ask the representative of Megaliters Cargo Handling Corporation if they have questions regarding the bid documents.
Megaliters, is the representative?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair.
Please turn your camera.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, but can you turn on your camera?
I'm sorry, apology, my camera is not working. Just this afternoon.
Do you have any question for us?
My question is about regarding bid form 7.
Bid form 7. Okay.
it's stated there, fill out attached form, but upon checking, there is no attached form. Just for clarification, sir.
Thank you. Technology group. Bid form 7. Wala no attached form. Bid form 7.
Sir, wala po talaga siyang naka-attach na form, pero ang nire-refer po dyan yung curriculum vitae ng key personnel niyo po.
Okay, we don't have a set format, but the form which should be attached is basically the resume, curriculum vitae of the officers that required.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. I have no other questions, sir.
No other questions. Okay, Ryan, final words.
Mr. Chair, if I may, sorry, this is Jansen Bernardo.
Okay.
Just one question lang. May I ask the PM if there is a designated office or location for the new PTMO upon takeover? Will there be an allocated space for the new PTMO?
Yeah, in the area which we are bidding out, is there an area wherein a prospective concessionaire can use as an office?
If you mean a land area, that can be
Or an area where you can set up an office.
Yes, maybe office area na available, ma'am, kasi in other ports meron silang parang merong vacant office areas where the new PTMO can renovate and establish its office. But I understand that there are some na wala. So we just want to verify.
Yes, sir. Currently, our incumbent cargo handling operator is occupying the second floor of our PICO.
Got it, ma'am. Got it.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
That's it for me, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, President Ryan. Last day for fighting. And last day for written queries.
Please bear in mind that the last day for submission of written queries is on September 17, 2021, not later than 5 p.m. And for other reminders, for joint venture and binding the documents, kindly present a joint venture agreement or duly notarized statements from potential joint venture partners and the letter of intent. Otherwise, each joint venture partner must purchase the bid document separately. Moreover, each partner shall submit the legal and financial eligibility forms required under PAAO number 12-2018. And for determining compliance with the technical and financial eligibility requirements, satisfaction of one of the joint venture partner or by the joint venture partners, whether singly or collectively, shall be considered sufficient. As for PTA accreditation, the bidder must submit its valid PTA certificate of accreditation for port terminal services. Otherwise, the bidder must present a valid PTA certificate of accreditation for all of the following: the cargo handling, TTB operations, and your operations. A prospective bidder must not be engaged in any business activity, whether primarily or otherwise, which will prevent it from properly and sufficiently discharging its contractual obligations under any port terminal management contract to be awarded. This provision shall cover entities engaged in maritime transportation. For the forms of bid security, it should be in the form of cash, cashier's check or manager's check, bank rep, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or authenticated by a universal or commercial bank if issued by a foreign bank, or a surety bond callable upon demand issued by the GSIS or PPA accredited insurance company. As for the book binding requirements, the original and all copies of the bid shall be properly book-bound, hardbound, chronologically paged, and properly labeled with index stamps. In case the bidder is a corporation, the bidder should submit an original duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement with attached secretary's certificate showing that the applicant possesses the authority to submit the bid, represent the corporation, and sign the contract. There are minimum standard facilities that need to be maintained in the BTPs as provided under BTA guidelines. Should there be a need to obtain copies of the said guidelines, please coordinate with the Secretariat. For the relevant dates, deadline for submission of bids is on September 27, 2021 at 1 p.m. 7th floor conference room A in office, while the opening of bids shall be on the same day at 2 p.m. Due to the rising cases of COVID-19 and per instruction of the BAC chairperson, the bidders to the scheduled opening of bids should not be allowed to attend the bidding on site. Instead, after dropping the bids, bidders are requested to attend the bidding via Zoom. That is all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Anything else, scheduled?
Now, Mr. Chair.
There being none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.